Never mind. I was going to push back, but I'm here. I'm here. Don't leave, everybody. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Shout out to everybody coming through. Everybody, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, I was going to push back, and yeah, I'm here. Shout out to everybody coming in. No, I was able to. I had to do something real quick, and then I was like, well, I don't have to push back at all. Welcome, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Speculation Station. How are you, Ranchi? Nebulous, Peekaboo, SW. What's disappointing? It's been a lot. It's been a week, you guys. ADAS. Who else is in the house? Pay Girl. Yes, Peekaboo. Everybody come on in. I shared it with everybody, so hopefully people can come through. I don't know. Thank you guys. Sarah, Liz, everybody. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we definitely got to talk about. Look, I'm a little like shout out to Auntie's advice. I was on her channel and kind of watching the replay and the replay gang, and she was pretty upset too. Um, with this whole Carlee news. And I was even like, shout out to the Discord group because the Discord group gave me the heads up and said, while we were all focusing on this whole Carlee thing, there was an actual crime that was happening and unfortunately, a firefighter um, passed away from these injuries. There was two firefighters that were shot in Birmingham, right around I think same time frame that this whole Carlee thing was happening. And I mean, we were distracted over here. We weren't paying attention. So it's unfortunate that that has taken our attention and where we kind of went. And I think our heart was in the right place. But honestly, like it's been a lot. KJ, welcome. Yes, everybody. Everybody. What about those moms and daughters who was murdered that came out to help search? Yeah, it's a lot. And I didn't even think about what is it, the Anaya, the team that they use. Like, yes, thank you, Headstones, for giving. Thank you for covering it. Mr. Jordan Melton, who was one of the firefighters, he passed away. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that, and I thought it was important because today has just been all about Miss Carlee and whatnot. And you know, there's actual crime happening. Hey, Articulate. Hey, Clarice and Darcy, Queen Bella. I see everybody here. Welcome, welcome, Bobby, Rose with Thorns. No, it's not push. Sorry, SW. I had to push it for a minute, but then I realized I can come in. Sorry. Um, everybody, 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 come on in. Yes, Anaya's mom. Anaya's mom. Sorry. Everybody was out there. Everybody was out there. So let me read this article real quick. Hey, Bunny. You better parents won't be back in the news? I bet so. I probably not. Probably not. This is why you don't leave the house. Lord. Hey, Miss AT Alien. How are you? Sorry, gotta give. Let's see who else. Hey, Jess360. Wow. I know. Hey, Jimmy. Welcome, everybody. Hey, Red Door Woman. Everybody, come on in. Sweet Jules. I see everybody here coming through. All right. So let's get it together. Let's get it together. Let's see. Hey, Chico and Lanice. Welcome. What angers me is that it wasn't the same way for Sherry Papini. I don't know. They're still investigating. I guess we'll see what happens. Hey, Universal Tea with Marie. Welcome, welcome. Okay. So this is what is concerning to me. While we were over here talking about Miss Carlee Russell, okay, one of the two Birmingham firefighters shot at Station 9 dies. So let me read you guys this article. A Birmingham firefighter who was injured in a shooting last Wednesday has died. So this is around the time that all of this was kind of going down. Firefighter Jordan Melton died from his injuries Monday evening, according to the Birmingham Fire and Rescue Service. He'd been with the Birmingham Fire and Rescue for a little more than a year and recently graduated from the Recruit Academy. Birmingham Fire and Rescue Service remembered their fallen brother, saying, "Thank you for your service, Firefighter Jordan Melton. Today we pause to honor your life and your legacy. Jordan was a vibrant young brother who was full of life, says Birmingham Mayor Randall Woodfin in a statement. He loved to talk sports as much as he loved good barbecue. He had a brilliant mind for business, but he was always down to lighten the mood with a joke or two. He was also a wonderful son to his mother, who has been his rock in these difficult past few days. I ask you guys to join me in wrapping our arms around Jordan's family today. They've lost a son, a brother, okay, mama, a friend, and a colleague. Now that we're exhausting every resource to find answers and justice for Jordan's loved ones. Melton and fellow firefighters Jamal Jones were doing a routine morning maintenance in the Norwood area at Station 9 on the 27th Street North on July 12th when the shooting occurred. Okay. The bay door was open and a man entered the building. Police Chief Scott Thurman said the shooting happened inside the station around 8:30 a.m. So Captain Orlando Reynolds said. So these were the two firefighters. And again, this happened, I think, right around the time all of the news was, well, this happened on the 12th, and Carlee's news broke, I think, what? Dude, let me look at my notes. This is not it. The 13th. So there is a shooter out in this community that injured two firefighters. Now, while we're all over here, thinking about Carlee and justice for I mean, and as she should, but to know that this young woman was not missing, and there were so many emergency services used when an actual crime happened and there's a shooter out there, yeah, it definitely does concern me a bit. You know, that's the shit you're talking about. That's what I'm saying. Who shoots firefighters? Who shoots firefighters? It's just it's disgusting. I don't know. Yes, please pray for them. I'm just like, I was watching a little bit of Auntie's advice, and I got some of the just understanding of the frustration that everybody felt. They think it might have been targeted. Yes, that's what I heard too. No, no, no. Oh, it talks baby girl. I'm not blaming Carly and the noises of America that this went unnoticed. I just didn't know about this. I'm not at all blaming. I mean, she was found. I'm happy that she was. Please don't say that I'm blaming her. Not at all. Let's see. And entering the firehouse. Yeah, so he entered the firehouse and someone's coming into your house. That's what I'm saying. That's like somebody coming to your house. Is he? That's really sad. Yeah, uh that's why that can't go on to a violent scene without the police clearing it first. Right, right. Unnecessary. That was unnecessary. Two firefighters though. So the thing is now I mean, they don't I'm just wondering, do they have a suspect? Do they have somebody? I'm just kind of wondering. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, just a walk-in. No one knew because people were worried about her, in my opinion, and trying. It is sad. I think we just, like I kind of feel some type of way about this because this is an actual, I mean, and again, it was a crime then. What was happening to Carlee? Of course, we were looking for her. She was missing at the time. But it's a little bit like, to hear the press conference today and then see this crime and stuff kind of happen. It's just sad. It's a little like sad. Thank you, Genevieve, for becoming a member. Yeah, for sure. I don't know, hot mess. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. There was no crime. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. articulate. I don't know. I don't think that's how that works. It's a mess, but you know, I don't know. Yes, they do. Crimes absolutely happen all over, even as we speak right now. That's absolutely correct. Thank you. How are you, Luna? See, that's what I guess I mean, they're not locked facilities. They're open to everybody. So Birmingham Police Chief Scott Thurman said that the firefighters had likely just made a shift change and the back door was open as it usually shooter out there. I mean, come on now, at a fireplace, like a firehouse? My goodness. This is crazy. Yes, that is true because they come in for medical services and emergencies sometimes, right? You're absolutely correct. Hey, Flor. Yes. How many crimes have you heard of them happening in firehouses? And I'm sure it's happened before, but I can't pull one to mind. Freaking tragic. I have never heard of anybody being shot at a firehouse. Like shot, let alone firefighters shot there. I don't know too many of the like I've never heard of that. And I mean this all happened kind of in that time frame. So it's just sad. So this is Mr. Jordan Melton. He was the one of the firefighters, and then I believe Mr. Jamal Jones is still recuperating. Um, I just sad. Both firefighters were transported to a UAB hospital where Jones remains in serious condition. Police said that the man who was shot, the firefighters had a personal conflict with one of them. No one is in custody. Crime Stoppers is currently offering up to $15,000 reward for any information regarding the incident. Anonymous tips can be sent. Let me play this and let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Play anytime, anywhere with lotto.com.
Shut up. Sorry. Skip the ad. Hold up.
8:30 a.m. we had a shooting at fire station number 9 located at 1228 27th Street North in Birmingham. 2 firefighters were seriously injured as a result of that shooting. They've been transported to a local hospital for treatment. We are on scene trying to work to see who are the individuals who are responsible for this particular shooting. That's something that we're working through right now, trying to just determine who those individuals are and what is the motivation for this particular shooting, which is information we just don't have at this point in time. So those are some of the issues that we're trying to work through right now.
What is your message for the community? Should there be a concern, a heightened concern in this area?
Wow.
At this point in time, we feel like it may be a targeted attack. We don't know why it would be a targeted attack, but that's one of the things that we're trying to determine at this point in time. It's extremely unusual for someone to come target one of our fire stations. And so we're trying to see why would someone want to target one of those fire stations in Birmingham.
You said individuals. You believe there's more than one. Can you say how many?
We just don't know at this point in time because it just happens just a few minutes ago or a short time ago. We're still trying to work through how many suspects were there, what's the motivation, and then of course too trying to see about the well-being of our injured firefighters as well.
Do you know how serious they are injured?
All I know is serious condition at this point.
And there's no BOLO?
Well, at this point in time, that's one of the things we're trying to gather on them. So we put out credible information instead of just information. We want to make sure it's credible information. So that's some of the things that we're working through right now, trying to get out credible information.
Are there any cameras inside that fire station or outside the fire station?
That's something that we're looking into as well.
How many people were inside working at the time?
Approximately 3.
And 2 of which
Were injured, yes.
Was there another firefighter injured, like running?
Not that I'm aware of.
And this happened inside the fire station?
Yes.
Do we know how they got in?
The bay door was open. They were doing their routine morning checks on the fire engine, their equipment, things of that nature. And then also, in talking to Birmingham Fire and Rescue, the stations are open for people to come up for blood pressure checks. Maybe I'm not feeling well, things of that nature. So, because they're there to care for our citizens. And so, they have to be available to when someone comes by and needs a blood pressure check, or maybe their blood sugar's low, or they're just.
See, I didn't even know they did all that. This happened on the 12th, by the way. That's right, Cheeky. Like, I wonder if the person who committed this crime was known, like a former employee citizen from around the neighborhood or what. That's what I'm thinking. See, I knew about that, but I didn't know that people actually came into well, I mean, they are they're first responders and stuff. So I guess that would make sense. I just didn't know that they left the door open. Like, you don't lock the door at a firehouse. It's open to the public. You literally can walk into one. That's just they knew one of them, or they knew both of them. I don't really know, and they're not releasing a lot of details. I didn't know that. So that's the first to me. Yeah, if you need anything from 911, even if your heart is beating too fast to a broken bone, you can go there. They are the local ambulances. Firehouse are just like walking police stations if you need help. Thank you. See, I had no, like, I didn't know you could just walk in there. I knew, like, you got your safe boxes, um, but I didn't know you could just walk into one and, like, do you knock or do you just get in there in the back of the door? Or I don't know. I'm oblivious because I've never walked into one like that. It's crazy. There's a buzzard in your town? Okay. That's good to know. Give me 1 sec, guys. Let me play this. Continue playing this.
Not fitting well. So that's not necessarily uncommon for them. So that's, and then, sometimes just people want to bring their kids by and show them the fire engine kind of thing as well.
See,
And the time that this
I didn't know that.
About 8:30 a.m. this morning.
Can you believe that someone wants to target our firefighters?
I find it extremely troubling that they would be targeted. I mean, I hate to say that we would be bigger targets, but unfortunately the police would be than our firefighters. I mean, our firefighters are there to protect and aid and rescue our citizens, and to see that them be critically injured is just very troubling, disheartening that would happen in our community.
Is there any indication this was a personal issue versus
That's
somebody being targeted because they're a firefighter?
And so that's one of the issues we're looking at when we say, is there a connection? What is that connection, if there is one? We just don't know at this point in time. Is it professional? Is it personal? None of the above. Those are some things we're trying to work through and determine, because that'll help us in our investigations.
Wow.
Can you say anything about the age or the gender of the two?
I honestly don't have any of that information. They're all males. Other than that part, I don't know anything else.
What would your message be to the community? Obviously, they might think that they're in danger right now.
Well, I don't think that the community is necessarily in danger, but I think that there's maybe some individuals that could have some information on this. So we would encourage them to call us in our homicide unit at 205-254-1764. If they'd like to remain anonymous, they can call Crime Stoppers at 254-7777. We just need that information. There's probably some individuals who have some information. Please share it with us so we can hold these individuals responsible.
Oh my God. Like, I think it's the fact that there's somebody. I mean, first of all, who would shoot anybody, right? I'm just saying. But, like, seriously, it's so much. Hey, Tinkle Tits. Oh my gosh, how are you doing? You have a deadline? Well, don't get into here and do your work, please. Don't get in trouble. This is just crazy, because this just means that, like, I just don't hear about firefighters being shot at, like, often. You know what I'm saying? This is just different. Right. There should be some footage. I mean, there should be something. These men or whoever, woman or man, is out there. Oh, really? And they saved his life. Oh my gosh. See, those are things that I didn't even know. Sure, you can go see it. We just watched it earlier, and yes, it is definitely worth the view. I'll say that much. And we were just talking about how, this situation was happening while we were all talking about Carlee Russell. We do have somebody that's out there that shot 2 firefighters. And it's just, it's a lot of this took our attention, of course. But yes, are all over in dash cams. I'm praying someone got something. Absolutely. I hope so too, Joyce. So this firefighter passed away from the injuries. Yes. That sucks. You didn't get your notifications, Deborah. That's right. So yeah, oh my God. Like, and so I just feel so I don't
What time
know.
do these firefighters start their shift in the morning?
I think it's around 7:40, 8 o'clock, somewhere right around there. They should have made shift change.
Wow. So, Oh, we're not watching that. We already watched that. Hold up, y'all. So this is what we have so far, and it's really, really sad situation. That shot and potentially target attack, suspect at large, same area. Very, very sad situation. Right. There's no connection to the other stuff. How are you doing? Thank you for coming by, hoping for answers, and everybody else in the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I know, but then was the shooter waiting for them right then and there or afterwards? What do you guys think? Because it's targeted, so they must have been waiting for there to be a shift change, no? That is really sad, and it's just like I didn't really see this in the news or anything. It didn't get a lot of coverage. Extremely unusual for someone to come target one of our fire stations. This is what it looks like in that area. This was on July 12th. Okay. Police respond to a house fire, or excuse me, to a firehouse, not a house fire, a firehouse where 2 firefighters were shot in Birmingham on July 12th. So there is a $15,000 reward that has been offered for information in this case. Look at that. This is just like, I don't know. It's crazy to me. So one of these gentlemen have passed away from the injuries. I know. Perfect example of how dangerous false stories are. They're so distracting and unfortunate. Is this the first time you've heard of this one, Joyce? It is pretty crazy. No, they think it's somebody that it was a targeted shooting. So they think it's somebody that knew them. It is. It is pretty sad, you know? They had exactly, if it was during the shift change, they had to have known their schedule, you know? There's no way. There's no way. Something's not right about this whole situation. It definitely sounds very like targeted, calculated. And so this happened about 8 days ago, I want to say. And one of those firefighters passed away just recently. This week, I think it was Monday. By the name of Jordan Melton. It's just very sad. It was a potential targeted attack. So they were attacked during a shift change. Right? Or both? You never know. That's not a coincidence. You don't when somebody's switching their shift or changing, they had to have known their schedule. And that's why I feel like the shooter knew them personally or professionally, especially to catch them off guard in the mix of a schedule change. Yes, definitely. There's no bolo because I don't think they know who exactly they're looking at quite yet. But it's become a bit crazy. Yeah, so what I was saying, Jennifer, is this also didn't get a lot of coverage because a lot of us were looking at the whole, Carlee story, as rightfully so. There was at the time we thought that there was something more going on with Carlee. Clearly that wasn't the case. She was found, and that's thankful. But I'm just saying that a lot of the attention went to that when we have somebody at large in the community who went into a fire station who hasn't been found and shot these 2 firefighters. It's upsetting to me, to say the least. But yes. And so yes, and Birmingham, same area, but yeah. So, you know, thank you. So what's the condition of the other officer? They doesn't say, but I'm assuming he's still doesn't even say if he's critical. One has passed away, unfortunately, but it doesn't say anything. Darcy, don't you think that's why I'm like, well, why don't they know who they're looking for? Wouldn't the fire station have cameras? Just wondering. Wouldn't the fire station have cameras? I thought so too. Let me see. Hold up. Oh, SW, thank you for gifting. And Bunny, thank you for gifting as well. And Peekaboo, thank you for gifting. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is super sad. That's what I'm saying, Chico. Where's the camera footage? Like, why don't they know it's a fire station? Why no camera footage? Right. I can't believe there were no eyewitnesses. Absolutely. Nobody saw anything. This was at a fire station. Is it maybe somebody that everybody knew? But even camera footage or something would have captured something. You think they would do you think they were waiting to figure out who it was because they were shooting because when the shooting happened, they didn't have an idea and I think they needed a better description from the two guys. Right. Right, Priya. That's interesting. Thank you, Bunny, for gifting. Alabama UABA. Yeah, they went to the same hospital. Norwood and Hoover going through it. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Chico's like, that's what I'm saying. They didn't have cameras? Like, what the F? Thank you, thank you. I don't know. I think they only talked about two people. Okay, mama. They only talk about two people so far. Oh my gosh. There might be footage or witness, but they didn't want to say it publicly to let the suspect know. That's a good point. That's a good point. Did you see she will come forward with the statement or she will keep doubling down? Oh, do I think? Excuse me. Do I think? You're talking about Carlee? I don't know. I don't know what to think at this point. Okay, mama. I don't know what to think at this point. I don't know what to think. I'm just saying we got like I don't know what to think. You know, the I will say this Twitter is vicious right now. Vicious right now. And I've received some messages and I'm like, "Oh my god, just I had to take some Advil." Firefighters are not usual targets, but medics have drugs on board. So maybe for drug theft, I would think today would have more cameras, right, SW? But I think because of what the firefighters, what the guy said on that conference, he said that it was targeted. Now he didn't say targeted for what? Targeted for drugs? Targeted for something? Okay, mama. Are you done? Yeah, baby bunny's done. Baby bunny's done. Yeah, you can't trust your instincts or logic. That's the part she need. I hope the family apologizes to Miss Angela Harris in that whole situation. I don't know. I'm a little disappointed with that. Thank you, Bunny, for the gifting. I know you can't help it, and a lot of us have questions. But guys, I wanted to, before I head out and everything, I wanted to talk about just giving you guys some insight that there's other things we have to pay attention to. This is one of them that was happening during that time, and bring a little bit of awareness that there's still a suspect at large when it comes to this. Although Miss Carlee, clearly there was a lot of situations that happened at the conference. Tomorrow we're back to true crime and we got to cover some other true crime stories. I don't think anybody can really like what else is there to dissect in that story other than she has some explaining to do and in her own time, and hopefully she gets the help that she needs because of what she has done in so many ways. So I guess we'll yo, you guys were brutal in these comments. I guess we will go from there. Right. I know. I know. So please, if you have any information, if you're from that area, you have any information, make sure you contact law enforcement on this specific situation. We have a shooter at large in the Birmingham area. He shot two firefighters. One of them has passed away from his injuries, and it was happening around the time that Carlee's situation was happening. So just kind of keep that in mind. I'm having to head out because I gotta go tend to this baby bunny I think she wants a nap now. But I will let you guys go because it's getting a little late. Just a little quick little live. Tomorrow we're going to be reviewing the Michael Turney interview with Court TV. If you guys don't know that case, we're going to review it tomorrow. It's going to be a good one. Make sure you have your notifications on because that man has been acquitted of any wrongdoing after sitting 10 years in jail for the, I don't know, alleged murder of his daughter, stepdaughter. to be exact. In that case, if you're a true crime junkie, you would know that case fairly well. I'm going to let you guys go. You guys have a great one, and thank you so much for gifting. You guys have a good one, and I am out. Bye, guys. Wrong outro. Bye, guys.